It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the DA, take it away.
Well, guys, for all of the star power Blake Griffin had when he was in Los Angeles, it was tough for him to be the leader of the Clippers. There were bigger voices in the locker room, such as CP3 and Doc Rivers. But Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said, in Detroit, he's definitely the leader. When he speaks, everybody listens. This is his team. Kevin?
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Griffin.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. B out there with Levine, and it's Carter in at the 5 down low. And for the Pistons, on the wings, Kennard and Snell. On the front line, the talented duo of Griffin and Drummond. And it's Frazier in at the point. Well, Steve, we're just halfway through the season. What stands out to you so far and what you've seen?
Well, I think for me is those teams that are underdogs, they're overachieving. And some of those teams that we had out in front, we start to nitpick what's wrong with those guys. I think the halfway point is for teams both underachieving, overachieving to start to really kick in. And some of those teams do and some don't.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Griffin down low. Markkanen on him. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And it goes down 2 points.
When they go up-tempo and push the action, they are speaking Zach LaVine's language.
Frazier the pass to Griffin. It's Kennard, top of the key. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 12 feet out. No good there. And it's Chicago the other way. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
As long as they maintain that same aggressiveness, they should be in solid shape to come away victorious again.
Frazier the pass to Griffin. Pass to Snell. Over Porter. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Multi-time NBA rebound leader. Might want to think about putting a body on Drummond.
No good from B.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Back to Drummond. Clock at 6.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
The Bulls shooting their first free throws here tonight. That's good from B.
Well, the brand new Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit. How are you feeling it, Smitty?
GA, it's a great state-of-the-art facility. Glad the new location is in downtown Detroit. Hopefully, an iconic venue for an iconic team.
Both free throws good from B.
Well, the Bulls for so long were known as a tough rebounding team. Not the case anymore.
Yeah, you think of the last time the Bulls were a playoff mainstay. Rebounding was key. Now it's a weakness of their team. Dead last in the league in creating second chance points. And for those who criticize Drummond facilitating, I say rewatch that play. He's improving.
B. Frazier covering. No good from B. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for Detroit. 4-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. The Bulls leading by 6. Here's B, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Last year, an 8th seed finish for the Detroit Pistons. Had to work for it, battling it out to the very end of the season. Their 500 record of 41-41 was just enough to get in.
That's good from B. And Smitty, last season for the Pistons, a short playoff trip as they were swept by Milwaukee, but still a learning experience.
Kevin, getting this team back to the playoffs was the first step. The young players learned a valuable lesson. It's all about changing the mindset and culture of this team.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Banked in off the glass. B's got 12 in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Griffin against Carter. Griffin can't get it to go in.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Levine, good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Drummond. Basket, good. Drummond's got his second bucket of the night.
Not many do a better job of carving out space for himself than Andre Drummond.
Who's watching here?
B, Frazier covering. With some arc, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Detroit Pistons. Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Brown, he's checked in for the Pistons. Both free throws good from B.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Now here's Brown. He's guarded closely. And Drummond kicks to Griffin. Shoots over Markkanen. That shot by Griffin, no good.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Here's Brown. And that one hits back iron.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
And he dunks it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Poked loose. Passes it to Kennard. The 3. Rebound by the Bulls. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And if it wasn't there, each guy was willing to make the extra pass. Trust in his teammates.
Brown the pass to Snell. They need this. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And lately we have seen star players changing teams more often. Shorter contracts. Player options. Smitty, is there any downside to any of that?
You know, I think the downside is from a fan standpoint, you get invested in a player and he's moved in like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be where if a player wants to sign a longer-term contract with the organization, that should be a rule in play. But right now with these shorter contracts and player options, there's going to always be a lot of movement.
And there's the pass to Brown. Here's Snell. Shot clock at 6. Poked away. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play.
So it's Chicago now. No good from B. So for Chicago right now, they've got Wendell Carter. Zach LaVine is out there with B. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Blakeney in at the small forward position.
Otto Porter with the reach to get that one. He gobbled it up.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, B in that last game against the Wizards put on a show. He scored 41 points, but it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. And his play is what allowed them to finally bust free. Snapping a losing streak like that is huge for a team's confidence. Kevin, it'll be interesting to see if he can help them get another W tonight.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Lets it go from deep. Kennard with the rebound. Kennard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Snell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Zach LaVine. Detroit shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game, and he makes the first.
Well, last season, a season of change for the Bulls. They missed the playoffs with a 22-win season, and they did have a change of head coaches. Not the results many hoped for going into the year.
Porter passes to B. Lets it go with a 3. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Now here's Frazier. He's got 7.
I see you.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Smitty, as you said, the Bulls were a pick by many to compete last season.
Yeah, and this team, they continued to tinker with this roster. They made the trade for Otto Porter to be a part of their future. And you know what? The rebuild continues on.
B, Frazier covering, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The first free throw is good.
Well, the Pistons, one of the more successful franchises in NBA history. 3 titles and many other trips to the NBA Finals. Only a handful of franchises can say that.
Pass to Kennard. Here's the teardrop, and it's sent back by Carter.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. And Smitty, you were talking about the Pistons, a history of success, of championships. But the last 10 years have been difficult.
Pistons have struggled the last decade. You're so right, Kevin. But this team has a track record of not staying down for long. Detroit doing what they can to return to championship contention.
The putback. Here's Griffin. And at last, they get one to fall. Griffin's got 6.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Here's B. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Sometimes, Smitty, you see someone make a pass and wonder, how did he even see that guy? I mean, it's amazing to me.
Yeah, I think Chris Paul leads that list. I think from the big, Jokic, Trae Young is a young guy, Ben Simmons, Doncic, those guys see the floor extremely well.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Frazier kicks to Griffin. Beyond the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got 6 rebounds in the game. Jacks up a 3. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
It's such an advantage when you can get out and run and get a good look before the defense can set up.
Here's Frazier. Here's Drummond. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Andre Drummond's games has to improve at the free throw line if he wants to be a go-to player.
And the defensive impact that Andre Drummond can have on the floor is a major factor.
Well, you know that Drummond is going to do the work of 3 players on the glass, but he's also been a solid rim protector who makes up for his height with great timing and reach.
Here is Frazier. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Levine. Finished off the break. Levine's got 7 points for the quarter.
The question for Zach LaVine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
Detroit's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. The kick out to Frazier. Five to shoot. Griffin dishes to Snell. Detroit needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Here's Drummond. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's B. Here's Blakeney. Nice D from Frazier. And it's Frazier with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. They host the 76ers after this game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Passes it to Griffin. Over Porter. Carter pulls it in.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
B. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Griffin.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Frazier the pass to Snell. Drummond in the post. 10 points for him. Good on the shot. Drummond's got 12.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
B. Frazier covering. B. The pass to Levine. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Morris is checked in for Detroit. Chris. With 1 on the clock, that shot is off. And so it's the Chicago Bulls out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Che, you've had no problem creating both for yourself and for your teammates. What's allowed you to have so much success at the offensive end?
Hey, GA, I've just been trying to keep our momentum and tempo, where we want it. Get as many easy transition scores as we can. When we don't stand still, things open up. And, our team, what we are, we're willing to make the next pass. That's the type of team we are.
Well, so far, things are going in the right direction for your guys. Good luck in the second half.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in... And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
We see it night in and night out. When you move the ball, keep your teammates involved, good things happen at the offensive end.
On the front line, the talented duo of Griffin and Drummond. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. And it's Frazier in at the one spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. B, the pass to Levine. B, Frazier covering. No good from B. Pistons trail by 15. Frazier scanning the floor. The pass to Kennard. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
When Drummond's playing with passion and fire, he can be unstoppable.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. B, Frazier covering. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
Well, not an easy time on offense for the Bulls last year. They struggled mightily on the offensive end. Third worst in the league in effective field goal percentage.
And with the Bulls an effective field goal percentage, it's due to their lack of outside shooting.
Yeah, this team can shoot decently from outside. They just choose not to. Last in the league in threes. Just a play-style decision the organization is going with.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
A tough physical player who doesn't mind mixing it up. Wendell for the and one.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That's good from Carter.
And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
Drummond in the post, defended by Carter. And it's Drummond missing. The Bulls leading by 18. Here's B, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Detroit Pistons. And with Carter, he's only going to get better over the years.
The upside is easy to see. He always finds ways to contribute to this team. Not sure if he'll be a star, but he'll be a rock on the offense and defensive end for a long time.
Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting threes.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more three-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the three. Work on your game and what's best for you.
Griffin got a piece of it.
Marketing with the nice block shot. His size has been a factor in this game.
That one falls. 16 points for Zach LaVine.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Well, the Pistons are starting to embrace the deep ball. First year under Coach Casey, they shot many more threes. Went from middle of the pack in 2018 to 6th overall last year.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Looking to end the run. A nice shot by Frazier. Frazier's got 11 points.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Here's B. That shot misses. And the Pistons now going the other way. And the threes the Pistons put up last year, Steve, a franchise record for them.
Next step is they're going to have to make them. This team is still looking for the right outside threats, but they know they want to stay a team that attacks from outside. Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Frazier with it. He's got 11. Goes back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Fouling Drummond when he gets the ball in close, understandable strategy, given his troubles at the line.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Murray's checked in for Otto Porter Jr.
I love this. Andre Drummond has gone on record saying he is one of the last true centers in the league. Hard to argue with that statement, given how Drummond has played.
Rebounding and defense, Drummond provides, Smitty, feels similar to an old-school center.
Yeah, it does. Drummond is still very effective, even without having an outside shot, but he's gotten better at that. Most centers now can shoot threes, but Drummond is happy to stick to what he does best.
Pass to Kennard. Back to Frazier. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Carter. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. And the Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. Griffin finds Snell. Here's Kennard. Back to Snell. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Drummond. Over Carter. And it's Drummond missing.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's Frazier, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. Feeds to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's B. Off target from three-point range. Pistons trailed by 21 on the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Wendell Carter is out there with Otto Porter Jr. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's B in at the point.
That's what Griffin is known for best, his unreal vertical, which allows him to go over defenders.
And the shot goes in.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Pass to Wood. Drummond with it. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Snell. And the basket is good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Chicago Bulls. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. LaVine passes to B. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. LaVine's got 3 assists now in this one. Pistons shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. The pass to Wood. To the wing right side. To the inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
You know, Blake Griffin, he gives you a little bit of everything offensively. Terrific court awareness.
Well, we were just talking about this, Steve, as the game of basketball always evolves. You look at the WNBA now. The quality of play there is terrific.
The talent level in the WNBA is at an all-time high. I love watching and gaining some tricks on how they play the game. And also, Kevin, athletically, There's a lot of young ladies being able to dunk the basketball now.
Absolutely amazing. You're right, Steve. B, the pass to Carter. Good D by Drummond.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Down low. Griffin's shot is off. Chicago leading by 18. Satoransky in the corner. It's good from long range.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
The Pistons have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Pass to Snell. Pass to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
That's what 7 feet 280 will do for you. Takes the hit and keeps right on going.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. B, the pass to Carter. Another one falls for Chicago.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Porter with the steal. Levine passes to B. Back to Levine. Passes to B. Shoots. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. B's got 5 points now this quarter.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
To the paint. Here's Drummond, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Andre Drummond seeking out contact because he's okay at the free throw line now.
Tim Frazier's checked in for Christian Wood. And Chicago also making a switch. Markkanen's checked in. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar, there's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in an off-season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
And it's sent back by Carter. In the corner, it's Levine. And Griffin sends it back.
Griffin has great timing. That's the reason why he blocked that shot.
Porter against Frazier. You know, Smitty, Commissioner Adam Silver has been outspoken in saying there will be a female NBA head coach, and he says it's on him to help it happen sooner than later. And, Steve, we already see many women in various categories in the NBA all over the league right now.
So true, Kevin. I love the diversity, and it's much needed in our league. And I would say Adam Silver has done a great job of taking us in that direction.
And, Smitty, Blake Griffin stepping up his game in every way since joining the Detroit Pistons.
Kevin, last season was a career year in scoring, and he's doing so much on the floor. Rebounding and passing are a big part of his game now, and he's leading the way for this team in a lot of ways.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Frazier, the pass to Kennard. No good on the triple. The Bulls leading by 22. Powered down with both hands.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
And so it's Frazier. He'll bring it up for Detroit. He kicks it to Snell. 6 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Markkanen's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Levine. Good, nice job down low.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. Now
the pass to Snell. Well, Smitty, the league's unveiled a new way for fans to watch. 99 cents. You get a 10-minute viewing pass for every out-of-market game. That's something.
I love it, Kevin, because I think a lot of times with social media, people are start talking about a game, and you can jump right in and get a chance to catch the most important part of the game.
And making it so affordable.
Yes, indeed. 99 cents. That sounds good to me.
Here's Kennard. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got his 3rd assist on the night. Levine passes to B. For 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Griffin looking around. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
People wonder how happy Blake Griffin would be after being traded from L.A. to Detroit a few years back. He has completely embraced the city, and Motown loves him back as well.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all